In this episode from MusicGeology, we're digging deep into a song that not only marked the end of an era for one of the most influential bands in music history, but also became a symbol of artistic differences and emotional expression. So let's go back now to 1969, when the Beatles recorded a song written by Paul McCartney that would later become a significant piece in the band's legacy. The initial recording was simple: piano, guitar, bass, and percussion. However, its transformation sparked a controversy that played a key role in the band's eventual breakup. Paul McCartney was inspired to write this song during a visit to his farm in Scotland. Overwhelmed by the stunning Highland scenery, he imagined the song performed by artists like Ray Charles, reflecting on the serene beauty of the landscape despite not being able to see. After all, Ray Charles was blind, but he had a fantastic voice.
Georgia, Georgia.
Paul McCartney once stated, "I just sat down at my piano in Scotland, started playing, and came up with that song, imagining it was going to be done by someone like Ray Charles." It's unfortunate, but at that time, the song's release was mired in controversy. It all started with John Lennon and George Harrison bringing in producer Phil Spector to work on the album, and then he ended up adding orchestral and choral overdubs to the track, apparently without consulting Paul McCartney. The orchestral elements were allegedly used to help hide John Lennon's poor bass guitar performance, but it was the addition of a woman's choir that was particularly contentious. Paul McCartney expressed his disbelief and frustration to the London Evening Standard in April of 1970, stating, "I was sent a remixed version of my song with harps, horns, an orchestra, and women's choir added. No one asked me what I thought. I couldn't believe it. I would never have female voices on a Beatles record." This creative disagreement over Phil Spector's additional elements became one of the 6 reasons cited in Paul McCartney's court case that led to the Beatles' legal dissolution. Despite these conflicts, the song ended up being released as a single about a month after the band's breakup. And on June 13th of 1970, it achieved a milestone, becoming the Beatles' 20th and final #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100. Released as a single on May 11th of 1970, the Beatles' The Long and Winding Road is a poignant piece that not only reflects the band's internal dynamics at that time, but also stands as a testament to their enduring influence on music. Now let's take a listen to a few highlights from this masterpiece. Here is the Beatles' last #1 song, The Long and Winding Road.
The long and winding road that lead me to your door. Many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried.
Now that's what we call a sonic gem.
To the long winding